Hey guys, Clone Guy here, and today we are going to be reviewing the T95E6. I just got this thing, and we'll be doing some first impressions on the vehicle. This is a little DPM machine, though it has been slightly nerfed from the PC version, but that is okay, because when we look at what this tank can still do with its stats, it's still going to be a pretty devastating monster of a vehicle. Let's take a quick look here at its gun. It's like the same gun as the E5. So you have AP and heat and HE, so you don't have APCR as your standard or APCR as your premium. You have AP and heat, so your shells are going to move slower than what you're used to in a medium tank at tier 10, but it's a 120mm gun. But you have a 7.23 rounds a minute with 400 alpha damage, 258 pen, 340 on your premium, and 60 on your HE with 515 HE damage if you're able to penetrate. Now that gives this thing 2,892 damage per minute, which is really, really good. And to put that in perspective, the Patton has 2,804, the M60 has 2,660. Then we have the STB1, which has 2,925. Then the two Russian mediums, T628 and 140. Both have 2,909. Then the Chisel, probably its direct competitor, has 2,000. Where is it? There it is. 2,528. So you have over 350 more DPM in the T95E6. And then the Chieftain, which performs very much like this tank, has 2,908. So it doesn't quite have as much DPM as the Russian mediums, the British Chieftain, or the STB1. So anyway, I said this is about the probably going to be the direct competitor to the Chisel. The differences are, of course, the Chisel is faster. The Chisel has arguably a better turret because of its rounding and a smaller cupola. It has 10 degrees of gun depression, arguably a better hull and side armor, better mobility, and a better gun, minus, of course, its DPM. So the Chisel kind of outclasses this thing in every single way, including gun handling, shell velocity because it's APCR and HESH, except DPM. But of course, if you're hitting more shots, then you don't need that high DPM. Another thing the Chisel has is 59 rounds, while the T95E6, I'm looking at it now, only has 38. We're probably going to be running out a lot in this tank if you're carrying too hard. So don't carry too hard in this tank, or you're going to be running out of ammo. That's my prediction in this thing, for sure. But let's get into some closer looking stats. Let's look a little closer, shall we? 18.33 horsepower per ton, 56 km/h top speed limit. That's still really good. Actually, that's fantastic. That's phenomenal. 9 degrees of gun depression. Aim time is 2.3 seconds. Accuracy 0.38. The Chisel, I believe, is 2.3 seconds or 2.2 seconds with 0.32 accuracy. Let's get an exact number real quick before I'm spewing nonsense. The aim time's the same, but the accuracy is much better on this thing than the T95E6. So like I said, the gun handling is going to let you down on this a little bit. Fantastic terrain resistances. 410 view range instead of 420 like on the Chisel. And the ammo rack is in the front, so be careful of that. And of course, your shells don't travel too fast, only 1,000 meters a second. That's because, well, it doesn't get APCR. So, anywho's, let's equip this thing. It takes a large caliber tank gun rammer. Does the Chisel take that as well? It does. Okay, because of course this is a heavy tank gun. So this is gonna be a little bit more expensive to equip. Just keep that in mind. But you do have more DPM than the Patton and the M60. We're gonna be setting this up like a standard, stereotypical medium tank right now. So vertical stabilizer and coated optics. I think I'm gonna be going with. Maybe instead, actually, I could go with the vents if I throw in my really good crew, because I'm not going to be using this guy. Let's throw this guy in here. Yeah, we gotta scroll. Why you make me scroll? Throw him in here. This crew is good. This crew is strong. We have firefighting and all that stuff. Okay. Let's see what we do now. I don't know. HE is gonna be rough. Let's go with 12 heat, 2 HE, and let's try hard this. Large, large food. There we go. And, yeah, you know what? Let's go with vents. We want to be the ultimate DPM machine. Let's throw vents on here. Just like that. Let's get our DPM a little bit higher. We won't be a scout tank in this. We can still scout, just not as well as we could. But that's okay. And let's get camouflage on this bad boy here. And then we shall jump into a game. I think we're all set. Nope, we forgot a flag. Always need a flag. But my prediction with this is it's going to feel like a normal medium tank, just with better DPM. It's probably going to feel like an STV1. So I think it's going to be a pretty good tank. I don't think I'm going to get more than what I'm expecting. But we'll see. I'm super zoomed in now. Hello, Action X. You're invisible to me. Alright, well, let's jump into a game. I'm on the EU server today, though, because it's early in the morning, so I figured it might be easier to get into a game, so we don't have to wait for those annoying queue times. Looks like it's working out, as I don't think the queue is even going to pop up today. In fact, I don't even think the game's going to pop up today. Oh, there we go. Sacred Valley War. 18 horsepower per ton. 56 kilometer top speed. That makes me want to go up the 9 line. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to drive up there, get up there, and then decide if we should go to J5 or not. The issue is we have a giant top hat. And if we go there, it's fantastic for tanks like the PAT and the Action X FE4202. But how will it work with a tank which has a cupola like this? I keep getting corrected. People are like, it's actually cupola. It's Q, actually cupola. All right, you gotta pronounce it right. You have to pronounce it right. I pronounce draw. Okay, so shut up. That's all I can say. All right, let's climb this thing. Let's get up there with my cupola. 5.7. Sorry, 7.6. There we go. We'll get it. 6.57 seconds reload. And yeah, the gun handling I'm looking at now, that's not good. Yeah, the Leopard 1 is better than this, and the Leopard 1 is much faster. Leopard 1 is better than this E50. In fact, I only think the STB1 might be the only tank that actually has worse on-the-move gun handling than this, with a 120/105 millimeter gun. So that's this thing's downside, of course. Really strong turret as well, turret front, but it's got a really bad turret side, like the M103. So if you turn this at all, people can pen it. So you got to keep that in mind as well. But this is where we may just shine, is right here. I want to shoot the Pergetto with our flashy DPM. Fantastic. I'm camping, so I needed to get shot there by artillery, which I did, so. Fix. Oh, come on. Why did he take so long to fire again? Well, that's rough. That's really rough. Alright, he's gonna fire again. Yeah, there it is. He tried to splash both of us. It was not to be. Yeah, we bounce off his weak spot. Interestingly enough. Right now, let's just wait for that guy to die. Come on. Come on, guys. You can kill him. You can do it. I believe in you. No, they didn't kill him. Full health. Didn't even push him. That's weird. Surprises me. But it is what it is. But yeah, I said Amarak is in the front, and this Waffle found that. Unfortunately. He's a very good player. It's too good. But he should get spotted in just a sec, and we'll put a shell into him. Hopefully. Hopefully. Alright, here's a little punk. Hey, you little bot. He's in the cap circle? Do you see this guy? I don't even think he's moved. I think he just spawned, put a magazine into me, and that's his game. Well done, I guess. Well done. Good plays all around. Of course. Of course, of course. We have to be careful here. He won't spot me. He's too far out of range. There you go. You see, now I get to shoot you, bud. I get to shoot you. Your gun's broken. Your gun's fixed. I've got bad DPM, but it does not matter. Because I roll high, you know? You know, that's just balance. That's justice. Justice for you. Oh. Bloop. Even with this reload, we can pull things off. Who needs health, right? That's so overrated. Health is overrated. There's a Death Star somewhere. And he's platooned with the base camping Waffle, so he might be around here somewhere. Just waiting for me to go around a corner, and then he's gonna go pop, and I die. In fact, he's probably coming back. He's probably right around there. Oh, there he is. It's bizarre. Bizarre, I say. But he's very healthy. If we can get a nice tracking shot on him, well, this could be a very juicy game, even with the early ammo rack. Even with the early ammo rack. Of course, he's probably going to fix, as he is full health, so he probably hasn't used a repair kit yet. He also shouldn't be looking my way yet. He's charging. He's YOLOing! Watch out, guys! Oh, Waffle. No, Waffle, no. That's not a Waffle, it's the Panzer. We are unable to track him there. Maybe just a tap? Nope. He's dead. Hey, on! He's dead. Nothing really special happened in that game, because we never got to use our DPM, because we kind of just got clipped by a Waffle and hit by artillery. But, hey, that's just the first game, right? That's just the first game. Can't complain about that. You get ammo racked, you have 32 health at the very start of the game, and you still score top on damage, right? So, where's this Waffle? He hit one other guy other than me. I think it was this IS-7, wherever he is. Yeah, it was this guy. Alright, well, let's jump into the next one. Hopefully, not get ammo rack clipped by a Waffle / double tracked. That was rough. It really was. But hopefully that won't happen this time. 51. Oh, there we go. More people in queue. If this takes too long, of course, I'll cut it a bit until we find a game. But I'll give it till 25 seconds. And then if it, we're still here, I'll be like, chop. See? Chop. Just like that. Oh, 27 seconds. Who needs to chop it? Not me. Alright, one line. We're going one line. Just hands down, that's what we're going to do on this map. We want to get to K1, and then from there, go to K2. So, whoop, corner, then whoop, that location. Get hull down there. Hard to dig out, especially with our DPM, and hopefully not get ammo wrecked. As that will get us killed. If we get ammo wrecked, we're not going to be able to keep ourselves alive very well. And I'm also debating, I like showing off the DPM of this thing, but if I keep getting ammo wrecked through the front, I may go with 2 repair kits. But doesn't this thing look so much like an E5 from behind? It's crazy. That's cool. This thing's got a better turret, though, than the E5. Frontally, anyway. Other than the cupola. This is a weak cupola. E5's cupola is much better. Alright, but let's do this. Let's go this way. Another tank I'm kind of excited about is the FV201 Chieftain. Or FV4201? Is that what it is? The Chieftain they have on PC. Hopefully that's coming soon. If the 279E was the year-end reward tank, then that'll probably be the year-end reward tank this time around. So we'll see about that. But I am kind of excited about that. It'll probably have its DPM nerfed as well, which will be good, because release it. But I do have a feeling it will be the year-end reward tank, as that kind of makes sense, as they gave away an OP one last time. So they'll give away an OP one this time. Makes sense to me. Alright, what do we have that may contend us? T95, 2 T95E6s. Centurion? Yeah. WZ? Yeah. That's the T95E6 for sure up there. But yeah, just as long as we don't run in that T95E6, we should be good. Should. A good should. We have plenty of people going to the castle, so we'll have plenty of support and crossfire here. Excuse me. So this should work out pretty well. Hopefully. Poor little sap. What TDs do they have? E4, SU, 122. Unfortunate shot there. Any other medium would probably have hit that. And now you see the issue with a DPM over gun handling. Yep. As our gun struggles to do much of anything. Ha! Had no shot on him there, actually. Ah, an easy roof shot there. Missed. Alright, what we want to do here is kill the WZ first. Ha! Well, that sucks. Wow, how you got clipped by the waffle? There's my first damage, by the way. You're welcome. Track him. Alright, we're not going to miss your roof this time, buddy. There we go. Yes, pull out, so I can shoot you again. Very kind of you. Will my E50 ever fire? Yes, he will. There we go. Appear to be struggling with WZ. No worries. I will deal with him. This has been a very anticlimactic game, as I've kind of doomed myself. Or it's been my fault I haven't been doing anything. Really? Really? You're gonna be shooting heat? That's one of the most... I see those things shooting heat all the time, though, so... Like, I don't think they know what a standard round freaking is. Also, that reload. Get shot again, kid. Get shot again, little boy. That's what you are. You are a little boy. He goes down. Just a couple more tanks left. Hopefully with the speed to clean this up. Get some more shots in. We only have 6 standard shells left, and we've done nothing. 3,000 damage. 6 shots. That tells you a lot about this tank. Where's the E5? E5 has no kills. E5 is... Let's try to find the E5. Because it looks to me like those guys are going to be dead. There he is. Yep, there's the gun. Doing crap. Nice little side shot, E5. Let it aim for a second and a half, and bounced. Because it went into the who knows what. I don't think I'm going to like this tank as much as the Chisel. I think the Chisel's... I mean, I've only played 2 games in this, and its DPM is really good, but the gun just is bad. The gun is bad. I feel like this is going to be like the STB1, where you're going to have some games where it's just like dominating as the gun hits, and so your DPM is just cooking, and you're just going pop, 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 and it's just going to be like, wow, what a great tank, you know? But then I also feel like you're going to be having games where, like this one, the gun just doesn't want to work. 17 shots fired, 12 hits, 10 pence, right? And the team is too fast, so you're not able to farm, you run out of ammo, all this other stuff. I'm the kind of guy who likes consistency, who likes knowing what he's going to get when he pulls it out. And this tank, to me, feels like it's going to be one of those tanks where you don't know what you're going to get when you play it. Are you going to get a well-behaved gun? Are you going to get people who know how to shoot you in the cupola? Are you going to get people who shoot you in the ammo rack? You know, all these things and more. I think this tank is going to really excel at city maps, believe it or not, like Himmelsdorf and stuff like that. Because Himmelsdorf, you can zoom around, get up the hill, use your gun depression, use your turret armor a bit, use your DPM because you're close combat. But for the more open maps, I think the normal mediums are going to outshine this thing. But I mean, DPM is phenomenal. So like I said, as long as you're able to use the DPM and you're not missing, then this tank will be good. But if you think about it, if you're an E50M, which has less DPM, and you're firing for a straight minute in this tank and in the E50M, if you miss a shot with this, and you hit every shot with E50M, you're gonna do more damage with the E50M. So, these are things you gotta keep in mind. Speaking of, speaking of close quarters, I'm gonna get down here. Actually, there are no mediums. Scratch it. We're gonna do something really dumb. We're gonna do something really dumb. Speaking of good games, I have a replay sent in by Koala Mentality, which I'll be showing off sometime this week, probably Wednesday, for those of you who are interested in seeing how well this tank can shine in the hands of a good player, what this tank really can do. I'll have that out. Not today, not tomorrow. Wednesday we'll have that going. Wednesday. So anyway, why am I calling an audible here? Well, because I noticed there were no light tanks. I want to take a really stupid play, which only works if I don't get yellowed. And I don't know if I'm fast enough. The Chisel, with its powered weight, I think would have been fast enough. The M60 definitely would have been. So we'll see how this thing does getting to it, and we might just die. But they also don't have much of DPM on their speedy tanks. Like, there's their Chisel. Shoot. Ouch. The Chisel seems to want to fight. Which is interesting, as he will lose this fight. Just kidding. Screw you, Artie. You little piece of crap. Bot player who doesn't know how to play the game. There we go. Literal definition of a bot. There we go. Wasn't exactly what I wanted. Look at this little hobbit hole. But it'll have to do. Now we got shot by an APCR shell. Leopard 1, FE4202 perhaps? Because it wasn't the Kampfpanzer. As the Kampf was behind a ridge. But that Chisel is dead. That's good news. Just what TDs are they going to have camping? And it was the FE4202. Just waiting for that pig, you know? It's going to hit any second. So let's go around this and use the ridge line. Then we can spot them hopefully a little bit more safely. Right here. That was pretty close. That was the best aim shot that this tank has actually pulled off. I think that was actually really close. Now the issue I have now is I am down my repair kit because I accidentally used it when I got hit in the driver. So if I get ammo wrecked, it's not going to be good. Not going to be good news for me. So we'll see what happens here. Will they be able to shoot me from up here? They might be able to. We'll find out. Got him. I see you, IS-7. Dang it. We were not fast enough to get in. A bit of a low roll there. Now he's going to be... we should still one-shot him. And there's my cupola. And there's his lower plate that we just bounced off of. Hey, 268! Nice of you to figure out that, you know, you can move up. Seeing how it's one guy! Teammates. Don't ever change. Don't ever change. Can we climb this? Was it even a question? He's lucky there, that one. I feel like probably could have penned there. Could have penned. We kind of aimed more for his drive wheel, but, you know, like I said, the derpier gun this thing has makes it a little more challenging. I can't believe their FE422 and Conqueror are still sitting in their cap circle. Never mind, I can't believe that. You know why? Because we are on the NA server. Not NA, EU. EU, so people, you know, are dumb. Come on, buddy. Come and get some. Now I'm going to kill you. What TD is it? 1:30 p.m. You go first. How many tier 10 tank destroyers does it take to kill a Mautian? These are the questions I have. And the answers that may never get answered. Oh, there's the SU 1:30 p.m. and this guy's up there too. Ah, very accurate gun. Very, very accurate gun. I'm a fan, a big fan of just how well the gun is working. Ah! It's not a good gun. The DPM is good. I think people are gonna get sick of this tank rather quickly. It's like the STB-1. The STB-1 people loved, like, to death, and that bad shot was just me. When it first came out, I know everybody was talking about it, and then suddenly it just died and nobody played it anymore. And I think this is gonna be the same way. Like, the DPM is good, but man, this gun sucks. It's not a good gun. You have to aim it all the way in, or it's gonna be missing. And, like, that's a first class in this tank, and I'm seeing mostly just Super Unicoms playing these things and loading nothing but gold on Twitch. And yet, that's a first class. Yeah. Hey, I mean, it's a good tank, and I think it's going to perform like an SCB-1. I think that's the, I thought this was going to be the direct competitor to the Chisel, but no, I think the Chisel's still just better than this thing. I think this is going to be like an STB-1. People are going to like it for a little while and then stop playing it. I could be completely wrong, but that's just how I feel. It plays to me exactly like an STB-1. So, not my favorite at all. I'd rather play the M60 or the Patton, personally. I just don't like the derpy gun. Gun's too derpy. I want consistency in a medium tank. You don't need 2,900 damage per minute if your gun's not going to be hitting, right? Because if you miss one shot in a minute, then now it's 2,500. And if you miss two, which is very likely in this kind of a thing, your damage per minute is now 2,100, right? Which is the case when we were fighting the Chisel. We missed two shots, but luckily our team helped us out. All right, well, that's gonna be the review. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. I think I'm gonna enjoy it, and maybe my mind will change, like the T92 Falcon T92 changed on me. But right now, I'm just not liking the derpy gun. But of course, this is first impressions, and I haven't really had an ideal scenario for this tank, which I think is up close and personal, using your DPM so that your shells don't miss. We haven't really been able to do that yet. But regardless, yeah, it's not my cup of tea right now. But I'll be playing it a little bit more, and I'll hopefully figuring it out. But that's my take on the tank. I'm sure a lot of you are still enjoying it. It's not an overpowered tier 10, thankfully. So it's seeing a bunch of these isn't going to be cancer in the matchmaking like it was the 279E. So this is a much better tank, I think, to have free for all. So anyway, that's it. Hope you guys all enjoyed it. If you did, slap that like button, comment, subscribe. Make sure you go check out SpaceBANDIT. Link in the description below. And I'll see you guys all later. Take care, everyone, and peace out.